Good morning, Falcons. Today is Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. I'm Eli Nishiru from the Falcons Nest. John Glenn Theater Company proudly presents Annie. With equal measures of pluck and positivity, Annie reminds us that hope can shine even in the toughest times, featuring a cast of over 40 students from all four JGSC schools. Dazzling choreography, vibrant costumes, and a live orchestra, this production promises to delight audiences of all ages. Join us for an unforgettable theatrical experience. Tickets are $10 and may be purchased in Mrs. Medic's office, room 224. Showtimes are Thursday, March 12th at 7 p.m., Friday, March 13th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, March 15th at 2 p.m. The John Glenn Music Department is again sponsoring a paddle auction. Check out the handbills throughout the building to find out some of the items that will be on the auction block and how you can sign up for it. Today is the annual John Glenn Blood Drive. You could save a life tomorrow by donating blood. Stop by Mr. Merrill's room for more information in a required form. You may qualify for a free t-shirt. The event is sponsored by the National Honor Society. Upperclassmen, if you've never voted before and you would like to vote in the May primary election, you have until April 6th to register to vote online or in person at your county clerk voter registration office. In Marshall, St. Joseph, and LaPorte counties, that office is located in your county government building or courthouse. The primary will determine candidates for some state offices and our congressional district and some local county offices such as sheriff. Dustin's Place, a Plymouth based nonprofit which supports grieving children and families, announced on Friday it was awarded a $10,000 grant to expand services according to WSJV. The grant was awarded by the Stark County Community Foundation. Spanish Club is going to Fort Wayne on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Members will watch a Hispania American show and they have lunch at an authentic restaurant. See Miss Cliston to pick up the field trip slip. The cost is a total of $35. Space is limited, so sign up soon. In today's segment of Black History You May Not Know, historians have long said Lincoln's boyhood in Indiana shaped his views on slavery and his eventual support of abolition. Now, a historian at Lincoln's Cottage says it was probably key to Lincoln moving from not having a position opposing slavery to opposing it. Lincoln's father opposed slavery so much that he moved his family from Kentucky to Indiana. His father had strong Baptist beliefs, and Lincoln eventually adopted views on the Indiana side of the Ohio River that slavery was not humane or fair. During his long political career, he eventually denounced slavery in the famous Lincoln Douglas debates. Later, Lincoln, as president, issued the Emancipation Proclamation during the Civil War, previewed what the country would be like after the Civil War. And that's today's Black History You May Not Know. One of the portions of the Scholastic Aptitude Test that contributes to your overall score is the verbal section in today's 1600 SAT Avenue. Some things to think about as you prepare for the test in March. First, the SAT was redesigned as a digital test 3 years ago. The new emphasis on the verbal section is on words that are more commonly used, but have multiple meanings. As a related matter, studying for the vocabulary portion does not have involve memorizing long lists of words that are seldom used, but in knowing stems and roots and words that can be associated with multiple words. That can allow you allows to make educated guesses on the unfamiliar words by breaking them down into their Greek and Latin parts. You may want to prepare by reading high-level publications like the New York Times, Scientific American, or the New Yorker. Focus on words that frequently appear in academic contexts. Vocabulary.com offers a roadmap to the SAT that identifies your personal trouble words and uses a challenge game to reinforce them. That's today's 1600 SAT Avenue. Now to weather with Kobe.
Today's weather, we have the actual temperature is going to be 42. The real feel is 45. It's cloudy. The air quality is fair. Now moving to the 30-day forecast. Tuesday is going to be a high of 56, a low of 49, cloudy. Wednesday is going to be a high of 68, a low of 35, rainy. Thursday is going to be a high of 60, a low of 34, cloudy. Now moving on to sports.
Fishers remains the number one team in the state in boys basketball, according to Max Preps. Several northern Indiana teams are faring well. Crown Point is number 3 with Northridge 8th and South Bend St. Joe's 10th. Single A Couts is undefeated and ranked 36th overall. Our freshman boys basketball team will be in action at Goshen Wednesday night. Thursday, our JV and varsity boys will compete at Michigan City Marquette. And now back to lunch.
Today's lunch, we got beef taco meat, beans and cheese burrito, Uncrustable ham and turkey chest salad. And for the sides, we got taco toppings and tortilla chips. That's all we have today, Falcons. Have a wonderful day.